The Village of Hainesville public hearing will now come to order at 7:04 p.m. on March 26, 2013. And this is for amending the sign regulations of the Hainesville Municipal Code Ordinance. If we could please have roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Daranoski.
Here.
Priest.
Here.
Duberstein is absent. Barrett is absent. Daly.
Here.
And Washington.
Here.
Okay, Trustee Duberstein is out of town on vacation for spring break, visiting family, and Trustee Barrett is doing college visits with his daughter, and also weathered some snowstorms to do those visits. If everybody will please rise on the board, and we will be administered the oath by the village clerk, Kathy Messler.
Anybody who's going to speak during the public hearing.
Okay. Any questions?
The board, everybody on the board.
Yeah. Okay. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do swear and or affirm.
I do swear and or affirm.
To testify truthfully before the village board.
To testify truthfully before the village board.
Of the village of Hainesville.
Of the village of Hainesville.
During the public hearing.
During the public hearing.
Amending the sign regulations.
Amending the sign regulations.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Daranoski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, everybody has a copy and should have had time to review the changes in our sign ordinance. This was originally proposed by our building official, Russ Crayley, and also some comments from the staff, just based on inquiries coming from the outside public and businesses. We wanted to tighten up and make clear some language in there. Russ, you want to add anything to that?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The stuff that has been changed is bold and underlined. Most of it is that they said zoning administrator, and a lot of the administration and permitting, and I changed it to building official, which is what my title is. And there's one part here where we updated the political sign statement. That changed by law.
State statute, yeah.
State statute about a year and a half ago. I think the biggest change is in item J on page 7, where we are taking out all this extracurricular things that people keep trying to stick out in front of the place of businesses to advertise them, besides signage, and it's becoming a great problem, so I think we've covered that area. And other than that, we have the holiday decorations. We had some problems this year, so now we have a specific time and date relative to being towards a holiday. Before it was kind of nebulous. It said when you took out a permit, people could take out permits at different times and still have 45 days. Well, now we're going from the holiday. So it's 30 days after the holiday, the permit has to be the sign, decorations have to be down, and that applies to anybody, we don't care. And other than that, I think the last thing was that, and I don't think I see anything else bold. There's some minor stuff in there, I think here and there, where we took out maybe a word or a line or something just for house cleaning purposes, just stuff we haven't done or anything else, but this is the first time we've done this in about 8 years maybe.
Yeah, other than the political sign up that we had to do.
So this was just something that we had to do. I think now this would be a livable thing for quite a while again once we start using this. I don't think there should be any problems with it.
Are there any questions or comments for discussion?
If we were having trouble getting them to take it down to 45 days, how are you going to get them to take it down to 30 days?
Well, the problem is before, though, if you read it the way it was written before, it was 45 days from the time, let me see, the time they took out a permit.
Well, there's no permit.
There's no permit for holiday.
And there's no permit, and where do you measure the 45 days from?
This says 30 days after the holiday.
After each. So now I have the specific holiday. I don't care when they, it said 45 days from the time they put them up. Well, I don't know when people put them up. They can put them up the day after Thanksgiving. They can put them up the day before Christmas. So 45 days started differently for everybody. But now, 45 days, 30 days is starting from the holiday. They can put them up 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the holiday, but as of Christmas Day, which...
And keep in mind, if we say 30 days, we usually always do a week or two of warning.
I would give
So
away,
we're
I'll
not
be
gonna-
honest with you, I could touch it, I'll give them till the end of January. So basically, they're going to have... 35.
It's also weather related.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
if we get a hard hit blizzard, we're not gonna bother.
Common sense. They're not-
We had one of the mildest winters
Yeah.
until spring was starting.
Actually, until you sent me out beginning of February in the snow. So yeah, I think now it just makes the time measurable more simplified for everyone. That's the whole idea.
All right, so if there's no comments or discussions from the board, at this time we'll go for public comments. Is there anybody that wanted to address the board regarding the sign ordinance changes? Going. Okay, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
I'm sorry. Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Daley.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
Go home.
Public hearing adjourned at 7:10.
Yes, first and second.
I had a second.
Okay. Oh,
The Village of Hainesville regular board meeting will now come to order at 7:12 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26, 2013. If everybody would please rise, and I'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Here.
Priest.
Aye.
Daley.
Here.
And Washington.
Here. Getting that out.
Okay, we do have a quorum for tonight's board meeting, and I'd like to ask for a motion for approval of tonight's agenda.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Daley.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, before we move on to public comments, I want to give a very warm welcome to some very special guests that we have up front here tonight. Trustee Darrenowski's parents are in for a visit from New Jersey. They drove through 4 different snowstorms to be here to attend tonight's board meeting.
Braver than we are.
You will have a certificate before you leave the village.
I think what they need is a snowplow.
Welcome to you all. Nice to have you back. Then I also want to acknowledge our former mayor, Ted Mueller, who's usually at our meetings. He's only missed a couple, and I'm so thrilled that he's feeling as good as he is. He gave me a wonderful report, and can I tell him what you shared with me, what you had for the first time in 6 months?
Sorry?
Can I share with them what you told me, what you had for the first time in 6 months?
Yeah.
I know Ted is really getting better because he had his first Southern Comfort in 6 months.
All right.
So now we know he's getting better. Okay. So Ted, really good news.
Thank you.
At that time, at this time, we'll take public comments. Is there anybody in the crowd that would like to address the board? No. Okay, we're going to move on then to the omnibus vote agenda. Motion for approval?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Daley.
Aye.
And Walkington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, I know everybody's anxious to finish enjoying spring break and the lovely weather that we're having, so I'll keep my announcements brief. I have some exciting news with more details to come in the near future. I'm happy to report, after meeting with the directors of both park districts, both Grays Lake and the Round Lake Park District recently, the directors went to their boards, had discussion, it went for a vote at both of their board meetings, and they have agreed to offer all Village of Hainesville residents residential park fees to either park district, meaning that if you live in the Round Lake Park District, you will pay resident rates to the Grays Lake Park District and vice versa, which is very nice. Nice benefit for our kids, nice benefit for the seniors particularly. So I'm really happy to announce that. They'll be giving us more details. The only thing that they're going to stick to, which I understand because they're going to respect the taxpayers in their districts, is, you know, there's registration dates for residents and non-residents. I believe we will still be held to the non-resident rule, depending which park district you're in, but you will be allowed to pay the resident fee. So I think that's a very nice agreement. So intergovernmental cooperation once again. And then just on a quick side note, I'm happy to report that Jim Rock and Jeff Gately and Kathy and I finished or finalized the landscape bid specs for the village entrances to the subdivisions, and definitely moving ahead for requests for proposals. That's all I have tonight. Is there any standing committee announcements tonight? No news is good news. Of course you can.
The only thing I do want to add is that there is in the on the back table and over by the mailboxes the ballot information for April 9th for the election. So
for the village of
yes,
Hainesville.
for everybody.
Yeah, the ballot.
Yeah.
If you reside in the village of Hainesville.
Yeah. So it's there. So if you want to see what's on your ballot in other villages.
On the ballot topic, I was the first in our district to vote early at Avon Township, and I want to congratulate John, myself, and Linda because we won. And Georgiana, if she were here.
And Jerry's taking us all out afterwards.
We're going to go to the township food pantry.
That's what you did there.
Not even dogs and sats.
Tasty Freeze is open until 9 a.m. Okay, we will move on to business. We have an ordinance amending the sign regulations of the Hainesville Municipal Code.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Darrenowski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Daley.
Aye.
And Walkington.
Aye.
Ordinance 13-3-171.
Okay, and the next three items on business, 2, 3, and 4, pertain to our yearly budget, the estimate of revenue, and appropriation, which we'll be looking to adopt formally at the April board meeting. First item up is the estimate of revenue, which covers May 1st, 2013 through April 30th, 2014. Is there any questions, comments?
I got a little explanation.
Terrific. We would
cover
love it.
all three.
We would, yeah, that would be great. Microphone, Jim. Thanks.
Okay. Probably the easiest if you took out the draft budget and looked at, open it up to page 1, fiscal year 2013-2014. It's a summary page on the left-hand side. In a nutshell, what this shows down the revenue column is the expected revenue, and it's not final because we don't know exactly what we'll get from the state yet, but it's expected revenue of $2,600,000.